All right, so today we're diving into this source material about what attracts younger women.
Yeah,
Sounds pretty intriguing.
yeah, it's really interesting.
So when you were going through all this stuff, what what jumped out at you?
It's funny because right away the source kind of dives right into the psychology of attraction.
Oh, interesting.
And it's not like tricks or manipulation or anything. It's
Ah.
like genuine qualities that anyone could benefit from.
Oh, so it's more about personal growth than like, you know, game.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's break this down a little bit.
Okay.
What would you say is like the most crucial element for attracting a younger woman based on this source?
Confidence for sure.
Okay, but you hear that everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Confidence is key. Like, what makes it so important for attracting a younger woman specifically?
I think you have to kind of look at it from their perspective.
Okay.
They might be at a point in their life where they're still figuring things out.
Yeah.
Careers, relationships, their place in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
And so someone who has this like genuine confidence
Hmm.
might seem like they've already navigated all those choppy waters,
Right.
which can be super appealing.
Yeah, like a beacon of stability.
Exactly.
Clearly in this like uncertain world.
Exactly. And it's not just about appearing successful either.
Right.
It's like this inner confidence
Hmm.
that lets you handle those curveballs with grace.
Right. Okay.
Like the source gives this example about a date mishap.
Okay.
Like say the restaurant loses your reservation.
Uh,
Someone who doesn't just like crumble under pressure,
right.
laughs it off, comes up with a plan B
Yeah.
that's attractive to anyone.
Yeah.
But especially to someone who might be subconsciously seeking that stability.
Yeah. So it's less about bragging and more about demonstrating
Like-
that you can handle like the unexpected.
Yeah, like you've got it handled.
Yeah, that composure is really important.
Mhm.
So besides confidence, what else did this source emphasize?
Emotional intelligence.
Okay.
That's a big one.
And that's not really something you can like show off, I guess, on a first date or anything?
Not really,
Yeah.
no, but it becomes apparent pretty quickly.
Okay.
The source talks about active listening as a key part of that.
Okay.
And not just like passively hearing her words,
Right.
but like demonstrating that you get where she's coming from.
Uh-huh.
Asking those insightful follow-up questions.
Mm-hmm.
Reflecting on what she said, like really engaging with her experiences.
So it's more than just nodding along and saying, uh-huh,
Yeah, you got to make her feel heard, like really understood.
on a deeper level.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
And, the source even gives examples of the types of questions that signal that deeper listening.
Oh, okay. Like
How did that situation make you feel?
Mm-hmm.
Or what would help you most right now?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's good.
Those go way beyond the surface,
Yeah.
Shows you're genuinely interested in her emotional landscape.
Okay. So we've got confidence, we've got emotional intelligence. Mm-hmm.
It's starting to feel like we're building a profile here
Yeah.
of like a well-rounded person.
Right.
So what else did this source highlight?
Building rapport.
Okay.
This is where it gets a little more fun
Okay.
because it's stuff like humor and shared interests.
All right, now we're talking.
Yeah, everyone loves a good laugh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how does humor factor into this whole thing?
Well, it's not about being a stand-up comedian or
Right.
cracking cheesy jokes.
Yeah.
It's more about that shared sense of humor,
Mhm.
the ability to laugh together
Yeah.
at life's absurdities
Yeah.
that can instantly bridge any age gap
Totally.
and create this sense of camaraderie.
Yeah, like those little moments of connection
Exactly.
develop organically.
Mm-hmm. It builds a strong foundation.
Yeah, for sure. And the source also talks about shared interests, or at least like a willingness to explore each other's worlds.
Yes.
And I'm assuming that doesn't mean you have to like suddenly become an expert in whatever she's into.
No, not at all.
Okay, good.
Done.
It's more about genuine curiosity.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah.
the source gives this example about exploring her love of hiking, even if it's not your thing.
Right.
The point is to show you're open
Yeah.
to experiencing things from her perspective,
Mm-hmm.
willing to step outside your comfort zone.
So it's not about pretending to be someone you're not.
No,
It's about that genuine effort
exactly.
and showing her you value her world.
Yes, exactly. That effort goes a long way.
Okay, cool.
The source also talks about leadership qualities being appealing.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
We're talking about attraction here, not a job interview.
right. But it's not like domineering alpha male stuff. Okay. It's more about taking initiative,
Uh-huh.
guiding interactions with purpose and confidence.
Okay.
For example, when you're planning a date, being decisive can be really attractive.
Oh,
Instead of the, what do you want to do?
right.
Try. I've heard great things about this new cafe downtown. What do you think?
Okay, yeah, I like that.
You know?
It's confident, but it's still respectful. It
Yeah.
takes the pressure off.
Right.
Shows you're comfortable taking charge.
Yeah, especially if she's juggling a lot of decisions in other areas of her life.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is good.
And the source also mentions adaptability as a key leadership trait.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, because life rarely goes according to plan, right?
Never.
Exactly. And so the source gives the example of having a backup plan.
Okay.
If that cafe's closed,
Yeah.
you know,
Huh?
hey, why don't we take a walk and explore the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Maybe find another cool spot.
Exactly. You're not fazed by a little bump in the road.
Exactly.
That's
You
great.
can think on your feet.
So we've got confidence, emotional intelligence, rapport building leadership. Mm-hmm. What else?
Physical presentation matters,
Okay.
but not in the way you might think.
Okay.
It's not about trying to look younger or chasing trends.
So no need to raid the teenager section of the clothing store.
Definitely not.
Okay.
The source emphasizes self-respect
Uh-huh.
and presenting yourself well in a way that's authentic to you.
Yeah.
So it's about taking care of yourself,
Mm-hmm.
dressing in a way that makes you feel confident,
Right.
showing her that you value yourself.
You value yourself. Exactly.
That's attractive.
And that extends to physical fitness and health as well.
Okay.
It's not about having a six-pack. It's
Yeah.
about having energy and vitality. Showing her that you're taking care of yourself.
So it's more about projecting a healthy lifestyle
Yes.
than conforming to some, like, ideal body image.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The source suggests that energy and enthusiasm are contagious
Mm-hmm.
and attractive at any age.
I like that.
Yeah. Shows you're in it for the long haul.
For sure.
And there's one more piece of this puzzle that I found really interesting.
Okay.
The power of storytelling.
Ooh. Tell me more.
Everyone loves a good story, right?
Yes.
And the source suggests that sharing compelling anecdotes from your life
Mm-hmm.
can make you more relatable and intriguing.
You know, it's a way to draw her into your world.
Yeah.
To share your experiences and the things that matter to you.
So it's about more than just listing off accomplishments
Yeah.
or bragging about your travels.
Exactly.
You got to paint a picture with your words.
Yes.
Make her feel like she's right there with you.
Exactly.
I like that.
And the key is authenticity.
Okay.
The source talks about sharing stories that highlight your positive traits,
Mm-hmm.
but in a way that feels genuine and relatable.
Right.
So for example, instead of saying, I'm a successful entrepreneur,
Okay.
you could tell a story about a time you faced a major business challenge and how you overcame it.
So show, don't tell.
Exactly.
You're not just stating facts.
Right.
You're bringing them to life
Yeah.
with details and emotion.
Yes, make her feel those emotions with you.
What kind of stories work best for this?
Well, the source suggests that even stories about challenges you've overcome
Oh, really?
or mistakes you've learned from can be incredibly powerful.
So vulnerability can be attractive.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
It shows emotional depth and maturity,
Right.
which can be really appealing.
That makes sense.
It's about being real,
Yeah.
being human,
Mhm.
and letting her see those layers of your personality.
This is good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got confidence, emotional intelligence, rapport building, leadership, physical presentation, storytelling.
Yeah, we covered a lot of ground.
That's a lot for this first part of our deep dive.
It is.
We're just getting started, though.
We are.
There's so much more to unpack
There is.
in terms of like specific strategies and examples.
Absolutely.
We'll have to pause here for now, but don't worry, we'll be back soon to delve even deeper into this topic.
Sounds good.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back. You know, last time we were talking about all those like core qualities.
Right, confidence, emotional intelligence.
All that good stuff.
So I'm curious to get into like more concrete examples
Okay.
about how to actually like, put these ideas into practice.
Okay. Well, one area that I think a lot of people overlook
Mhm.
is nonverbal communication.
Okay.
It's not just what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah.
And even more importantly, how you carry yourself.
Right. Actions speak louder than words.
Exactly.
So what kind of nonverbal cues are we talking about here?
Well, the source mentions things like maintaining strong eye contact, standing tall with good posture,
Okay.
speaking with a calm and steady tone.
Okay.
These subtle signals can really project confidence and self-assurance.
It's like saying, I'm comfortable here and I'm worth listening to,
Exactly.
without actually saying it.
Right. It's not about being arrogant or trying to dominate the conversation.
Right.
It's about finding that sweet spot between assertiveness and respect.
I like that.
And it's not even just about appearing confident.
Mm-hmm.
It's about genuinely feeling comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah, you can't fake that, right?
You can't fake it. No.
Now, when it comes to emotional intelligence, the source talked about asking thoughtful questions.
Yes.
As a way to show you're listening and engaged.
Do you have any examples of the kinds of questions that work well for that?
Sure, let's say she's talking about a challenging project she's working on.
Okay.
Instead of like offering unsolicited advice
Right.
or trying to fix her problems,
Yeah.
you could ask something like, what's the most rewarding part of this project for you? Or what strategies are you using to navigate the challenges?
Yeah, those are really good because it shows you're genuinely interested in her perspective.
Exactly.
Not just trying to steer the conversation
right.
in a certain direction.
And, you know, those kinds of open-ended questions can lead to much deeper and more meaningful conversations.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it fosters that sense of connection and understanding.
Okay, so speaking of deeper connections, let's talk about rapport building.
Okay.
The source emphasized finding common ground even if you come from different generations.
Yeah.
That can be kind of intimidating.
It can be, but it doesn't have to be so daunting.
Okay.
The key is to approach it with genuine curiosity. Like, let's say she mentions a band you've never heard of. Instead of pretending you know them
Right.
or dismissing it as like young people's music,
Yeah.
why not ask her what she likes about their music?
Or even ask for a song recommendation.
Exactly.
Yeah, show that you're open to exploring her world.
Right.
You might even discover some new music you enjoy.
Yeah, you never know.
So speaking of new experiences, what about leadership?
Okay.
We talked about that concept before.
Yeah.
I'm still a little fuzzy on how it translates to actionable advice.
Okay, so remember, we're not talking about being domineering or controlling.
Right?
It's about taking initiative
Yeah.
and guiding interactions with confidence and purpose.
Okay.
The source gives a great example when it comes to planning a date.
Okay.
Instead of the usual, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Try something more decisive, like, I was thinking about checking out that new art exhibit downtown. Would you be interested?
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, you know.
It shows you've put some thought into it. But you're still giving her the space
Exactly.
to express her preference.
It's about finding that balance between being proactive and respectful.
Yeah, for sure.
And speaking of respect, adaptability is another key aspect of leadership.
Okay.
You know, life is full of surprises,
Right.
and being able to handle them gracefully can be really attractive.
So like having a backup plan when the restaurant's unexpectedly closed.
Exactly. Like, let's say you planned a picnic in the park
Okay.
and it starts to rain.
Oh.
Instead of getting flustered,
Yeah.
you suggest grabbing takeout
Okay.
and having an impromptu picnic on your living room floor.
That's cute.
You know?
Yeah, it shows you can make things fun and romantic.
Exactly.
Even when things go wrong.
Yeah, you're not fazed by a little change of plans.
All right, so we've touched on confidence, emotional intelligence, rapport, leadership.
Mm-hmm.
What about physical presentation?
Okay, so the emphasis here is on presenting yourself well
Okay.
in a way that feels authentic to you. It's not about trying to look younger or chasing trends that don't feel right.
So no need to invest in a backwards baseball cap.
Exactly.
Got it.
The key takeaway is self-respect.
Okay.
It's about taking care of yourself,
Mm-hmm.
dressing in a way that makes you feel confident,
Right.
and having good grooming habits.
It's about showing her and yourself that you value yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's attractive.
And that extends to fitness and health as well.
Okay.
You know, it's not about having a perfect body
Right.
or spending hours at the gym.
Yeah.
It's about being active,
Uh-huh.
taking care of your physical well-being,
Okay.
and projecting a sense of vitality.
So that energy and enthusiasm,
Yeah.
that's the real turn on.
Exactly.
Not the size of your biceps.
It shows you're invested in living a healthy and fulfilling life.
Yeah,
And that energy can be contagious.
for sure.
Now remember, we talked about the power of storytelling.
Yes, I'm eager to hear more about that.
Okay, so the source suggests sharing compelling anecdotes that highlight your positive qualities,
Okay.
but in a way that doesn't come across as bragging.
Right, right.
So for example, instead of stating, I'm a successful entrepreneur,
Okay.
you could tell a story about a time you faced a seemingly insurmountable business challenge
Uh-huh.
and how you managed to overcome it.
So you're weaving those accomplishments into a narrative
Exactly.
that's more relatable and engaging.
And don't be afraid to use vivid details and sensory language
Oh, okay.
to bring your stories to life.
Yeah.
You know, instead of just saying, I went on a trip to Italy,
Right.
paint a picture with your words.
Yeah.
Describe the aroma of fresh espresso in a bustling Roman piazza,
Okay. I like it.
the sound of gondoliers singing in Venice,
Mm-hmm.
or the feel of the sun on your skin as you explored ancient ruins.
Yeah, those details make all the difference.
They do.
They transport the listener
Right into the story.
and create a much more immersive experience.
Exactly.
What other types of stories work well?
Well, the source suggests that even stories about challenges you've overcome
Oh, really?
or mistakes you've learned from
Okay.
can be incredibly powerful.
I wouldn't have thought that vulnerability would be considered attractive.
It can be incredibly disarming
Interesting.
and create a sense of intimacy.
Okay.
It shows you're human,
Yeah.
that you've faced adversity and come out stronger.
It's like you're letting her see behind the curtain a little bit.
Exactly.
Revealing those layers
Yeah.
of depth and experience.
It makes you more relatable.
All right, so we've covered confidence, emotional intelligence, rapport building, leadership, physical presentation, and storytelling.
It's a lot.
Is there anything else we should touch on?
Yeah, there's two more key areas
Okay.
that the source highlights.
Okay.
Touch and cultural awareness.
Touch. Okay, that's a tricky one.
It is.
How does the source recommend navigating that?
The key is to start slowly and respectfully.
Okay.
Begin with light platonic touches. A gentle touch on the arm when making a point.
Okay.
A brief hug, hello or goodbye.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things.
So just break the touch barrier,
Exactly.
but gauge your comfort level.
Right.
Yeah.
And as the connection deepens, you can gradually introduce more intimate touches.
Okay.
Holding hands a longer hug.
Right.
But always pay attention to her cues.
Yeah.
Make sure she's comfortable
Absolutely.
with the level of physical intimacy.
It's about creating a sense of safety and trust.
Exactly.
Never pushing her beyond her limits.
Right. And then there's cultural awareness.
Okay.
The source emphasizes the importance of respecting her world
Mm-hmm.
and the things she values,
Yeah.
recognizing that her experiences and perspectives might be different from yours.
Right. Because of her age or cultural background.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's about appreciating those differences
Mm-hmm.
rather than trying to erase them or pretend they don't exist.
Right.
So, for example, if she mentions a current social media trend that you're not familiar with,
Okay.
don't dismiss it or make light of it.
Right.
Show genuine curiosity and ask her to explain it to you.
Yeah. Show that you're open to learning from her.
Exactly.
That you value her perspective.
And what about those situations where you just don't get it?
Right.
Like she's really into some social media trend that seems totally bizarre to you.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's where authenticity comes in.
Okay.
You don't have to pretend to be an expert
Right.
on everything she's interested in.
Yeah.
It's okay to admit you don't understand something or that you're not familiar with a particular trend.
So honesty is still the best policy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But honesty doesn't mean being dismissive or judgmental.
Right.
It's about expressing your curiosity in a genuine way.
Yeah.
You could say something like, I haven't been following that trend, but I'm always interested in learning new things. Can you tell me more about it?
Yeah. That shows you're open-minded,
Exactly.
willing to step outside your comfort zone.
And that's always a good thing.
Yeah, I like that. Wow, we've covered so much ground in the second part of our deep dive.
We have.
I'm starting to see how all these different elements,
Yeah.
from confident body language to thoughtful questions, from adaptable solutions to respectful touch,
It all ties together.
really work together to
Yeah.
create a more attractive and well-rounded individual.
And that's the beauty of this approach.
Yeah.
It's not about tricks or manipulation.
Right.
It's about genuine personal growth
Mm-hmm.
and becoming the best version of yourself.
And that journey of self-discovery and connection is ongoing.
It is.
We'll have to pause our deep dive here for now.
Okay.
But don't worry, we'll be back soon to explore the bigger picture and synthesize all these insights into actionable takeaways.
That's good.
Stay tuned. All right, so welcome back to Deep Dive. We've been exploring all these nuances of attraction,
Yeah.
specifically like what attracts younger women to older men, and we've covered a lot, Confidence, emotional intelligence building, rapport, the importance of touch, and even cultural awareness.
It's been quite a journey.
It has been, and I think what's really striking to me is that the source consistently emphasizes authenticity as like the foundation of all of this stuff.
Absolutely.
So you're saying like, ditch the costume, embrace your true self.
Yeah.
And younger women, like anyone else, can spot someone who's being disingenuous.
Yeah, they can sense it.
So it's about being comfortable in your own skin, owning your experiences, your perspectives,
Yeah,
and
right.
finding those genuine points of connection.
And that ties back to the respect thing, right?
Right.
Respecting her world while staying true to yourself.
Absolutely.
Recognizing that she has her own unique experiences and values approaching a relationship with curiosity and open-mindedness.
So it's about appreciating those differences instead of trying to erase them.
Yeah.
Which I guess brings us to patience.
Yes.
Because building a genuine connection, that takes time.
It does.
You can't rush it.
Rushing things or putting pressure on the relationship to move faster than it's ready to.
Yeah.
It can really backfire.
It's about like savoring the journey,
Mm.
not just focusing on the destination.
Exactly. And that approach, I think, reflects a level of maturity
Yeah.
that can be really attractive regardless of age.
So much of what we've talked about in this whole deep dive applies to any relationship, really.
Oh, absolutely.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, these qualities,
Mm-hmm.
confidence, emotional intelligence,
No.
the ability to build rapport,
Mm-hmm.
connect on a deeper level,
Right.
those are valuable in any interaction, romantic or platonic.
It's about being a more engaging, well-rounded person.
Mhm.
Someone who's just genuinely interested in connecting with others.
Yeah, and when you approach relationships from that place
Right.
of authenticity and respect,
Mm-hmm.
you create the potential for something really special.
Okay, so we've reached the end of our deep dive. And
Mhm.
if you could like distill everything we've talked about down to one key takeaway,
Okay.
what would it be?
Focus on becoming the best version of yourself.
Okay.
Cultivate your confidence, develop your emotional intelligence, embrace your leadership qualities, and share your stories authentically.
And don't forget to take care of yourself physically and mentally.
Yes, that's important.
All of these elements contribute to a more attractive and fulfilling life. And that's what ultimately draws people in.
It does.
So be yourself, but be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, love that.
Maybe brush up on your storytelling skills.
It never hurts.
Never hurts to have a few good anecdotes in your back pocket.
And remember, patience is key. Let things unfold naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy the process of getting to know someone special.
That's it for this episode of The Deep Dive.
Great talking to you.
We'll catch you next time with another fascinating exploration.
Looking forward to it.
Until then, go out there and be amazing.